welcome back everyone. Kind of seems like we just planted these guys like the other day, so I'm really impressed with how they're doing. I will say though that the store variety potatoes down on this end are obviously doing a lot better than the ones that I planted here, which we'll take a closer look here in a minute because I can see that the camera's cutting it off. I'm kind of battling with the wind today and it's going to rain here shortly, so I hope you guys can hear me. I'll try to speak up and we're going to go through this really quickly. So we're talking about hilling today. In regional terminology, it can also be known as mounding. Once the potatoes start getting up about 8 inches tall, we're going to start hilling dirt along the base of it. So here I have just a bunch of leftover potting soil from where we built the beds. We did end up adding another layer of soil to the smaller beds because we had a week of rain after we built them and the soil kind of tamped down a little bit, but we didn't do that with this bed specifically for this reason. So as these continue to grow, we're going to continue adding soil, and obviously it wouldn't go over too well if it was already full and then we tried to go over the top. One big rainstorm would just all over the backyard. So let's get to this. This is a little bit better than like a topsoil bagged. It does have nutrients. It's meant for in-ground use. It's not technically a potting soil, but it is a really nice garden soil. I am aware that these potatoes have very little room, way less than what would be traditional. But as a few of you know, we were kind of forced to move. The market is getting crazy, and the house that we were renting, the owner wanted it back basically. So we found this place and we love it, but I only had a few weeks to get a garden built, and I'm working with a lot less space, a lot smaller beds, so we're doing what we can. This is all experimental. Everything in gardening is experimental. So even though they don't have a ton of room this way and this way, we're going to try to give them as much room as possible upwards. And again guys, this is just part one. We're going to do this probably every 2 weeks or so as they continue to grow. Basically, for every few inches that they grow, you want to add a few inches of soil. And as I was pointing out, these over here are smaller, so we're going to wait. We don't want to suffocate them. Just keep these guys nice and happy right here. Alright, that's all we're going to do for now. Over the next month or so, you guys will see a whole lot more soil added to these, but this is just step one. We want to give them some time to adjust, put out some new roots along the stems, and here in about 2 hours it's supposed to rain really good, so I'm going to leave them alone, let the rainwater take care of it. I do have a rain collection barrel under my downspout now. I got a net over it to keep debris out, pretty proud of that. And as you can see behind me, we've begun tilling the actual lawn. All that white stuff on top is just perlite, help with drainage. We're going to till that in. We haven't gotten to it yet. It was one of the last things we did last night before we lost the daylight. And we're also going to expand further this way. So we're going to be pushing this entire fence out even further, and there's a good reason for it, but you're going to have to wait till the next video because I have a challenge for everybody. I'm really excited about this. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but I've got a big challenge. I got a big challenge for anybody who's willing to try it. So join me in the next video. You'll see what it is and let me know if you want to participate.